to Metaphysical Meanderings with Master Psychic Lana Duncan-Hartgraves. Lana has been a practicing psychic for over 25 years and has the gifts of clairaudience, clairvoyance, and clairsentience. She is an empath, a medium, as well as a pet communicator and health advisor. If you want to know more about what she does, check her out at www.enchantedSky.com.
Good morning, everybody.
Hey, today we are talking about sound healing. Great
Yes.
stuff. I am super psyched about this because I dig it. I talk a lot about vibrations and energy, so I'm really, really excited about that. And of course, some exciting news is right now we're out on Twitter. So
yes, we are on Twitter now. So you can you can see me on Twitter on 216thenet.com, right? Is there a way you can connect eventually to my account too?
Maybe, yeah.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I've never really been into Twitter. I guess, there was just so much negativity with it, but with us wondering if we're going to be here on TikTok from month to month. So who knows, right? So anyway, so how you been, Kent? I haven't been here in a couple weeks.
Very good. Yeah, you were celebrating the
holiday last weekend. Yep. And my birthday's Monday. So yes. So yep. I'll be 22,
That's right.
Oh no, you guys, I'm 56. Okay, so I'm gonna be. Anyway, what I'm going to be covering today is stuff. I just took a class, you guys, in sound healing, and I know sound healing works because I've witnessed it. But I'm going to tell you that I took a bunch of classes, and I'm going to talk about why we are vibrational beings and why we need that. Okay, so I'm going to for today we're going to talk about that, and I'm going to show you. I've got one of my tuning forks, and this one's sole purpose. Now, I was just talking to Ken about it. Like, I don't care what anybody says. I did a sacral, a solar plexus, and I did this. And I got up the next day. I'm more motivated than I have been in quite a while. And if anybody thinks that these don't really work, you need to. I'm gonna do the sound on the cameras and stuff. I don't know if they work so much as if you're in person.
Sure.
But what I do is I'm gonna put it on a crystal. I'm gonna tell you it works. I don't care what anybody says. So anyway.
Tina says, Lana, you were right when I asked about me graduating. I'm graduating today at 2 p.m.
Good for you, Tina. I'm so happy.
Yeah. And,
awesome.
Jen thinks it always helps when I take the microphone off mute.
Oh, was it on? Were you on mute?
Yeah, I was. Jen's like, can't, mic's off.
Oh, the mic was off, you guys. We're talking away, and yeah, that would help. Yes. So anyway, this is what we're doing. We're going to be doing sound healing. Cool. So anyway, all right. Now, this is all based on science, and there's a theory going on now from like now that spirituality is ahead of science, and science is actually catching up to spirituality. So think about that. If you think about that I really think that that's possibly right. But Einstein proved that we all vibrate. We vibrate. Everything in the world vibrates. This vibrates. There's a vibration. That's what the E equals MC squared is based off of. The fact that that atoms are moving all the time. Right?
Yeah.
And sound therapy is based on that. And what it's based on is the fact that we can heal ourselves by using vibrations and certain frequencies. And we all know 80% of our body's water. It's water. I mean, we're all water. I mean, wait until try to get dehydrated a little. I'm on a new medicine, and man, I was last Sunday, I felt lousy. I couldn't figure out what was wrong with me. And as soon as I took some electrolytes, I was absolutely fine. So try being dehydrated, like really dehydrated. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, here's the interesting thing about water. Because we are water, okay? So think about this. Water conducts sound 5 times faster and better than air. So sound works. Come on. You know that when you're upset, I don't know you, but I like really soft, like I like Native American flute. That's why I play that flute. Yeah. And when I'm trying to sleep and I'm stressed out, I will even put it on the car. there's something about it. It just brings me
Yeah.
down. Okay. And we all know that music does that. There's a reason why people like music. Have you ever heard anybody that doesn't like music? I have never. Think about it. Have you ever heard of anybody that doesn't
certain
like music?
types, but not music?
Yes, exactly. Like I can't stand anything really, really heavy. I can't like heavy metal, or I just can't. It's too much for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like sometimes I'm okay, depending on what kind of mood I'm in, but usually it's very calming.
Mm-hmm. We play a lot of electronic music here on the station, but that just kind of gets people pumped up, and
yes, it depends, what kind of mood you're in.
Yeah.
But anyway, so all right, so going back to, remember I always tell you guys that you need to be part of the earth.
Yes.
And that we are part of the earth. Well, remember that the water is 66% of the earth is water. So our bodies mimic the earth. Okay. So if you think about it, we are literally the same. We're seeking that vibration. Sometimes we don't get it. We don't see what we don't get what we know we need because we're not outside enough. Remember, I tell you guys, there's a vibration that the earth gives off. And you can get it from hugging a tree. You can get it from.
No, I mean, take a look at the whole world in 2020 when everybody was locked down inside, miserable.
Yes, yes,
right?
And there's still reverberation from that too.
Oh yeah.
And by the way, 2025, I say as fast as it came is as fast as it'll leave. We won't hear too much. It's either going to die out, or there's a cure, or it just becomes. Like I still say it. I still say it.
Back when we were kids, right? There was always a lot of talk about brain waves.
Yes.
That energy.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Brain waves. And then it kind of disappeared, right?
Yes. Well, it's made a comeback.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what I'm going to talk about.
Cool.
So there you go. So both the earth and humans give off an electromagnetic energy. Okay. And they have proven that thoughts are things. So you put two and two together. Some people are picking up brainwaves and they're picking up vibes. Literally, like you just said, you're like, she gives me a bad vibe. Literally, that's totally true. That's totally true. Okay. So listen, why we need to be positive. There's a reason that so that you understand, research done by this guy named, I think it's Emoto. I'm not sure. I put a question mark because I didn't know if I said it right. Shows that thoughts are actually electromagnetic. Wow. So all thoughts are things which vibrate. Yes. So, okay. So they affect things around them. So there are people that are sensitive to electromagnetic energy. They are the mind readers. I know how many times people have said to me as I'm doing readings, so you call me, oh, I was just going to say that. Or you call me for a reading and I know why you're calling. And people are like, I've done it for a long time. I don't think that I've just tuned into it. Do you know what I'm saying? So, have you guys ever heard of dowsers? A dowser is somebody that, remember the years ago, they would hold the divining rod and find water. Well, what do you think they're doing? They're detecting electromagnetic energy. They've proved that those old-fashioned dowsers that would find water were 90% accurate. They're picking up electromagnetic energy. Remember, the earth is 80% water, and and think about it. It's carrying a frequency. It's water. So of course that makes sense why these people are able to do this. And they would always say, oh, they're magic. No, they're just picking that up. Okay. And science is proving this. What I find so interesting, and I don't know if I've made the comment before, but I always felt that spirituality and science will eventually do this. And they'll prove that that's right. Okay. So, all right. So studies have shown that since thoughts are things, they can also affect water crystals. Water crystals in your brain. Okay. Because we're 80% water. And positivity changes the nature of the water crystal, just like negativity. If you're really super negative, you will misform the crystals in your brains, in your body. Yes. No joke. They've proven this, that, so, like, you know how everything is symmetrical, right?
Yeah.
And a crystal is symmetrical. When it has been introduced to negativity, the symmetry of the water crystal is gone. It changes, and you'll see, like, it just won't be symmetrical anymore.
Huh.
So they're proving that the power of positive thinking works, you guys. Okay. So, all right. So, I just found this. So I took this class, like I said, and I just sat there like going, oh, you know what I mean? I'm a researcher. I love research.
Right.
I'm a Sag. And so I love research, and I just found this fascinating. And the more I got, and more studies, and there's a lot of studies going on right now that this is absolutely true. So years ago, you'd say he gives me a bad vibe.
Right.
Is absolutely true. It's absolutely true. Okay. So,
or you just may say, that dude's an asshole.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Or
and you haven't even talked to him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So getting back to this, what it does is it lowers, okay, so a negative thinking lowers the resonance of the vibration, or positivity it changes and evens out. Positivity evens out the resonance and the vibration, and it makes the crystals uniform. When you're negatively thinking, it's a mess. They showed pictures of what the crystals look like, and you guys know what I mean by a snowflake. And a snowflake, it'll have like really nice pattern. It was like all one side of it was a pattern, the other side had none. They showed, and how they tested this? They tested this on plants. Wow. And they would and I did this study myself because I did it about 2 years ago just to see what would happen. But anyway, so they said bad things, negative things to plants, and the water they poured on the plant. So they were taking the water and saying all these negative, bad things, and then poured it on the plant, and the plant died. Now, this is an interesting thing I did about 2 years ago. I bought 3 orchids just to see, because I'd always heard that this worked, right? And I said really, really nice things to 2 of the orchids. Well, one was a test subject. I said nothing to it. Right. So I just left them, and they're all in the same lighting. And I separated them a lot. And then so they couldn't hear each other, And I told one it was stupid, and just all kinds of mean things to it. And it lost its bloom within a week. I mean, the other one bloomed for a long time. So this is true, and by the way, I got a plant wave. Did I tell you I have a plant wave? Do you know what that is?
No, I don't know what that is.
It is a kind of like a machine that you have as electrodes that hears the song of a plant. You can put the and if you guys have seen these on TikTok, I'm using this because I am a master gardener, by the way. And I probably have 300 plants in my house right now because I brought them in because of the winter. Right. Anyway, because I got a big old greenhouse. Anyway, and I can't wait to do it because I want to see what I think I want to see is when the plants start to go dormant, because I do have some that go completely dormant. Do they still make sound? Do you see what I'm saying? Right. Like, is it a tree? Does it still make sound? But you can put them on there, and then you have an app, and you can hear them sing. Yeah. And why and how is that working? You might say has to do with water crystals. The water crystals in the
vibrations,
plant. Right? Okay, and the vibrations in the plant. So isn't that cool?
That's
really cool.
It's really cool.
All right. So anyway, got the remember that when somebody says good vibes only.
Yeah,
they absolutely mean it.
So the Beach Boys, I'm picking up good vibrations.
It's true though, and that's what kills me. One study I thought was interesting is water was introduced to negativity, and it literally killed the plants. They would say all these bad things into this water. And they also did pain. Another thing is pain. Like, people don't realize that they've done studies on plants. Plants feel other things die. And as you guys know, I am not vegan. I cannot be. It runs in my family that my daughter tried to be vegan, and she ended up in the hospital because some families just we have to have vitamin B12 and the B vitamins. And so people are like, how can you be that? You do understand a plant has to die too.
Right.
What you're doing is differentiating because it's more like us as a mammal, that it's more important than a plant. You have to understand everything has to die. Everything has to die so other people can live. It's the circle of life. And so I understand that though, but I will know that I do know that for a fact that they've done studies on people like who have green thumbs, literally have green thumbs because they're giving off a vibrational energy, a healing energy.
Jen says, speaking of water, Avatar 2, Way of the Water was amazing.
Was it?
So I'm gonna have to check that out.
I'll have to check that out. Yeah, thanks, Jen. Okay, so anyway, the water introduced to negativity, like and pain, like they like somebody had like a sore hand and they soaked, and just in water, warm water, that affected the plant too.
Wow.
There's that because it's negativity.
Right.
See, and you don't realize that we are affecting everything around us. Like all the structures of everything and the structures of our body. Okay. So, okay. Another thing that I've been writing notes about this, and I'm going to be starting my blog again, and you're going to see my transcripts. Anyway, I think it's interesting. So listen. So we're killing the plants, or watering the plants with negativity and poisons. Who feeds us? Who changes our cells? No wonder we're sick because our earth is sick. Does that explain a lot? Why we have all these autoimmunes? Why the autoimmune thing, by the way, is another whole thing. Did you know? I'm off the subject, metaphysical meanderings, is that a lot of us autoimmunes have gone into overdrive because of COVID, but also because we survived the Black Plague. They've proven that.
Connected that?
Yes, they connected the dots and figured the only way most of us survived the Black Plague was to have an immune system in overdrive. That's why there's so many people who have autoimmune right now. That it's like a reverberation. Wow. So, I mean, I know I have a small, I have a Hashimoto's issue. It's small. It's not bad. My daughter has one. I mean, especially, and they've noticed that, especially if you are, because most of Europe was affected, it's mostly white America that they're seeing that or white Europeans in general because of the Black Plague. Oh, interesting, isn't it?
That is interesting.
Okay.
And Hashimoto is not a motorcycle.
No, no, it's a thyroid thing. Which, by the way, most people in the Midwest have. Did you know that? You know why? Because we don't have selenium in our soil. We have a very poor selenium amount in our soil, which causes us to have more thyroid issues. So if you're living in the Midwest, you should be taking some selenium every day.
Anna says that she's noticed an increase in autoimmune in the pharmacy.
Yeah. A lot. Yep. And it has been. Yep. And I'm telling you, they've traced this back, because what happens is COVID is almost like, I remember I told you there was a link to the Black Plague. Remember I told you in one of my predictions? I got it written down. I do have it written down. I have it written, and I said there was a link to it somehow. And they're proving that it is. It's like the body goes, oh my God, it goes into overdrive. So that's where, yep. So now, remember I said to sing? Remember I said, if you want to cure yourself, heal yourself, you should sing. Remember that? Yeah. And it's a vibrational thing. You're vibrating at a certain, and if you guys have never done the Om thing, you should. There is something to it. I know when I do my yoga, I do an Om thing. And I'm going to show you here in a minute, because I've got my tuning fork and you guys can all benefit from it. Okay. It's also been proven to, correct the negative cells in our bodies by singing. All right. It's also proven to drink clean water after you exercise, because remember, because of trauma. Right. Anything has to do with trauma. Anytime you drink water, why do you drink water? It cleans out the negative cells. So you go, I know that after you guys get a massage, you're supposed to go, it's because it's considered a little bit of a trauma to your body, right? And it gets rid of the bad negative cells. Okay. Or even after an emotional thing, you may want to drink some water, some clear, positively charged water. So ion based. Okay. So now what I'm talking about now is Okay, I don't know if I got the word right. It's similes. All right. The study of waves moving through some type of body. Okay. So if I didn't spell it right, because I'm a bad writer. All right. So thought, because everything vibrates, back to that, now you understand why there's psychics that can read you. You understand this? Because you're putting out a vibrational energy. A thought is a thing. It does exist. It might be abstract, but it's still there at a cellular level in some way, because it's causing cellular structures in your body, right? Now,
yeah, Terry says he's got a freaky experience himself. I've been using the same laptop for years and it's starting to lag. But when I started playing mantras on that laptop, it started to run smoothly again.
Yeah,
Weird.
I believe it.
Weird.
No, I believe it. It's a vibrational thing. And so what I'm going to do is another thought is like sound also. Is this another thing? We like patterns. We are as human beings, we need pattern. We like structure. That's why when people say they get stuck in their life, it's because we like the comfort of knowing the same thing every day. There's comfort and there's security in that. Okay. So that's why we like patterns. So it would make sense for us to like music, because music is mathematical. So all right.
Very much so.
Yeah. So does that explain why math is often explained in patterns of music? Yes, it is. This is why humans love music. They love patterns and they love the predictability about it. Okay. So back to the negativity thing. Now, so you learned that negativity, especially negative thoughts, actually change the structure of our cells, since it makes total sense. So I'm going to say, so try to stay positive. So how are you going to do it? How are you guys going to stay positive, right? So this is something that I do, and I want everybody to do this because I came up with my own, and it in the 90s, I think it was a popular thing. I don't know if you ever heard about creating your own theme song.
Oh, yeah. No.
Remember that?
Yep.
Like mine's the Bellamy Brothers, Let Your Love Flow.
Oh.
So and every time I hear it, I just kind of smile. You need to do that. What's your theme song of your life? Not in a negative way. What is your theme song? I mean, these are things that are a positive thing that are going to affect the cells of your body. Right? Because music is vibration, it affects it, right? So I always say too, to keep singing. Like, how many people just sing at the top of their lungs, even though they can't sing? Who cares? Yeah. It's a vibrational thing, So another thing is the Om. We talked about that. Like, Om.
Drew says his is Knight Rider.
Knight Rider? No. You know what? Everybody's got their own. A positive one. Not something like I'm a jerk. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Right. That's no. That's not like that. Also, if you guys don't know what a bilateral beat is, it's a 1-2-1-2. Now, we had a couple weeks ago where we were talking about like the older music. Some of like the 60s and 70s have a 1-2 beat, and everybody kind of likes them. Some of them are very upbeat because of the bilateral beat. It's 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. It's great to work out with too, by the way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to prove to you or show you that yes, this works. And this here is it's made out of aluminum. I just got these. This is your soul purpose. And I am telling you, I was just telling Kent before we went on air. I'm like, you won't believe this, but like I did my sacral, my solar plexus. No, we did a root chakra, a root chakra and a base chakra and soul purpose. And within like the next day, I kid you not, I got up and did like 18 things all about my, doing this, that type of thing. And so what this is this is going to help you with your soul's purpose. So you need to listen closely and let the sound reverberate. Okay. So what I did is I just hit it, but I put it on crystal. And you can hear I wonder if the whole table will vibrate, because it will.
Let's see.
But it's very interesting. So if you do this, I do it a couple of times. Now, some people say to clear and ground.
Mhm.
So let's say quick prayer. May this sound help all the people that it needs to help. All right. Clear the air. All right. Okay, I don't know if you can hear that. No?
No.
We're going to try it again. Did you guys hear that? I'm going to try it again. I'm telling you that this works. Can you hear that?
No.
That's through a clear crystal. Now, if you guys don't know, clear crystals work really well for all of this. Clear crystals cell structure is a little bit different than some of the other ones. Now, if you are going something like maybe your third eye, they're different colors, amethyst, that kind of thing. But you never go wrong with a clear crystal. That's also something, if you ever don't know what to wear and you need to wear a crystal, always put a clear crystal on. It'll amplify anything, and it does work. One more time, everybody listening. I'm telling you, if you hear this, you want to meditate, close your eyes for a second. It works. I'm telling you, this works. Okay. So we're going to do it again. I'm going to put it on one of my clear crystals. I've got a skull. See, look, I got a skull.
I love it.
Little tiny skull. Did I ever tell you the story that I got to hold a real skull from Mexico?
No.
Oh, that's a whole nother show.
There you go.
I got to actually hold a real skull, and I kept getting these weird visions. And after that, like, you guys you think that crystal skull thing is not real. They don't know where it came from. It's a long story how I got to it, but I got to hold one in my lap, and it was wild. Anyway, okay, so ready? Think everybody can hear that? Okay. I want you to see if that helps you get some of it gets your butt moving. Where's your soul's purpose? If you've been stuck, that vibration should help.
Yeah, no, you can go out. So there are those tones, I guess,
Yes.
or those vibrations also on like YouTube, or you can
Yes,
you can download
You can
those,
find them. Yes,
right?
You can.
And that one would be
that's soul's purpose.
Soul's purpose.
Soul's purpose. It's the 8th one. Now, it's the 8th of the octaves. So it's a high C, because it goes do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. And then it's the next octave up. It's the 8th one. And you can use those. I also have singing bowls. So if you guys don't know, the loudness of a singing bowl will shake the whole room. So I am in the process of bringing those, but God, they're so easy to break. They're the crystal ones. You can shatter them. You have to be real careful with them. So, okay. Anyway, so with that said, just letting you guys know, you can buy these anywhere. I also think, honestly, that it helps also. I'm holding it. Now, there's something that I see that's interesting. When somebody's doing sound healing with you, sometimes they'll put it in certain spots.
Oh.
And you can feel this, like when I'm holding it, I can feel it in my teeth. I can feel it in my chest, and I'm holding it. But I know that the sounds work, because I've had a lot of people said, wow, that did work. So, okay. All right. Okay. All right. Any other questions? I don't think so. I think it's about that time. All righty.
I was just seeing if I could pull that up.
Pull up?
Yeah. I don't.
You're looking for the you go to YouTube, and you guys can find where, yes, there are sounds
if
where
you do
you
it
can
under
find
frequency.
You can get a frequency sound. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, this is the part of the show. We're a little bit early, but hey, don't worry about that, because we're having a little fun here. And next week, we're going to do a best of, because it's going to be Christmas Eve. So, what we want to do is, this is the point to ask the psychic a question. Now, understand, we have moved into TuneIn Radio and the Apple Music area. So we have 35 million subscribed people. So there's a lot of energy out there
there's
today.
a lot now. There's a lot
So
more.
what we need to do is be very, very, very specific with your question. Please don't ask, hey, do you have a message for me? Yes, the message is be more clear and concise.
Now, if you go to enchantedSky.com or Lana's Enchanted Sky, because remember, I've changed it slightly so it matched my YouTube and everything. You can like book a reading with me and you can ask anything you want. And I usually do know why you're calling. And that's because before you dial, I'm talking to family. I'm already talking to who's coming through, and then they're telling me stuff. And some people are like, how did you know that? I said, because they're watching. They're your guides. Yeah. Remember, I've told you this many times. There's 7 types of guides. Ancestral is only one of them. You've got all these different guides, and they're talking. So, because I'm clairvoyant. I can see, but I clairaudient also. Very clairaudient.
So just before we start, just a shout out to Terry T. Good morning. Says just a big validation, Lana. You were right about me passing my board's exam and seeing me celebrating because I passed my exams and I celebrated.
Good for you. Good for you. I'm glad.
Yeah, that is good.
So yes, we're gonna take some questions off here. Off of Metaphysical Meanderings off of TikTok, and you can watch me on. God, how many are we on now? We're on Facebook Live. Are we on Instagram? No.
No. If your Facebook goes to Instagram, then yes, we are.
Then it will be okay.
We're on YouTube for Lana's Enchanted Sky. We're on YouTube for 216. We're on Uncle Pete in the Mornings Facebook. We're all over.
We're all over the place. And on TikTok, I'm on my TikTok. This is my private TikTok. But so, and there's not too many people right now on here because they're scrolling. But now that I'm asking questions, so remember that I have openings Christmas Day and Christmas Eve, no. But Monday and Tuesday after, yes, if you're interested. I am doing yearlies. I have not posted this, and I'm just now telling everybody that I've been doing yearlies, and I was doing this big, long thing with all the astrology. If you are interested in just a reading with the 12 months, I do 5-minute tarot readings 12 times for the whole month or the whole year. And so those are going to be cheaper because I had a lot of people like, well, I don't want all the extra stuff because you've read for me before. You've done the astrology for me before. So if you are interested in that, hit me up in Lana's Enchanted Sky. Just email me or message me and you can find it there. Okay.
All right. So Terry T asks, it's nice for a soul's purpose, but do you have a vibration for a soul's mate?
Yes, I do. For love, for heart chakra. Hey, this is like a 3-part series. I'm going to be bringing this. If you think about this, is actually reverberation from last week a little bit because I was talking about vibrations. So next week I'm going to bring all of them and we're going to go through them together.
First week of January.
First week of January. Well, the first week of January, and then that next week is my predictions page. So if you guys don't know, I have a 92% accuracy rate. Predictions page.
I guess we'll be here on New Year's Eve if you want
to. Maybe I'll step in.
Because
I don't have anything to do.
About it. Why
I don't have anything to do.
It'd be a great way to end everybody's year.
Hey, you know what? That might be. I never thought of that. Yeah, I could. I got reasons to be out here,
That's it. All right.
I got family.
So Terry says, Miss Lana, it's nice. Oh, you did say that. Sorry, Terry. I repeated that. But Valerie says, hi, will I get a new job soon?
Not until around late January or late February. Okay.
And Lisa says she really enjoyed yesterday's sound vibration.
Oh, thank you.
Had out there, which is great. Terry says, Lana, do you see a man coming my way for love soon? I'm so wanting to be in love.
I know you are. I don't want to be a downer, but it's coming, but it's not till more like late spring, early summer. There's something coming that way. Okay.
All right. Nancy, hello, long time, my friend, says, I have an old kitty who won't eat anything. What can I feed her, Lana?
Something to do with soft milk, or it's something to do with like you have to add some type of liquid to it. I don't know what that means, but it's something like that. It has to be really, really soft. This cat's stomach is bothering them. It's just like it's like they don't, something like that. Okay. Should you become a death doula? You know, more and more people, Mama Bear, yes. You know, you're about the second or third person I've talked to. You guys know what a death doula is.
I don't
right?
know what that is.
You help somebody die.
Oh.
Instead of it's a birth doula is baby doula and a death doula. Doula is to help with being around somebody.
The mafia
Instead
calls
of
that
having
man.
instead of having somebody go to a hospice, somebody comes in and helps them die.
Oh, okay. So not like the mafia.
No.
Okay. So,
No.
All right. Anna says, good morning. Will I have a new job before I move to Texas, or will I find one when I get there?
When you get to Texas, yes.
Okay.
Okay. Misty says, I want to know if my best friend Angel will find a new job. This one is consuming our lives. Yes. It's going to be a little while. It's going to be more like about 3 months or so.
Yeah.
Sorry. I mean, I wish it could always be like, you're tomorrow, time that, sometimes God is trying to teach you a little patience. Trust me. I know all about it. And it's the hardest one to learn is patience.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Okay.
Maricela Rivera says, hi, Lana.
Hi.
I have lost property number 12. Will I be able to get it back?
I don't know about that. It's going to be if you can, it's going to be very, very long and drawn out. But I'm looking down and I'm looking like 2 years out and I don't see it. But I'm not saying it's not possible. Okay. Yeah. I don't know what any of that means, but I'm supposed to tell you that. It should probably make sense to you.
There you go.
Okay.
Chris Peters jumps on. Chris, good morning. Says, hi, Lana. How long will my Etsy business take to make real income? Already in the green, but not by much.
Good for you.
Yeah.
About another year and a half. You have to change something, Chris. You have to do something slightly different in a different way. I almost want to say it's a presentation in some way. I don't know what that means. I don't know if it's you have to like your page or I'm not sure, but something about presentation and that and getting connected with another person somehow.
I'll tell you what, Chris, go ahead and in the comments, throw your Etsy, website in there.
Sure. Throw your Etsy, Chris. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's Mike. I'm the connection. Yeah. And we'll see. We'll check it out. Okay, Chris.
Yeah.
All right.
Lisa Butler says, can't wait for your new predictions. All right. Joanne Stoddard says, does Eric and square dancing like me to go out with him?
Say that again.
Does Eric and square dancing like me to go out with me? So I think Eric, does Eric from square dancing want to go out with Joanne?
Yes. Like that was an odd question.
Yes.
I mean, that was hard to understand.
Yes.
Tamika, well, am I going to meet my husband soon? No, you have about 1.5 years to 2 years. Think that you may go on maybe a couple of dates and maybe you'll have a couple of minor relationships, but the real guy's coming. I want to say 2024. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Any questions that you have, now's the time to post them right there in the comments. This is when you can ask the Master Psychic something easy. It'll be very, very clear.
Will my husband do well in his new role? Yes, but he won't be there that long. He's either moving up or getting a different job or something. It's 6 to 9 months. Will
216 Studios blast off this 2023?
Steady progress.
Steady progress. I like steady
about
progress.
mid-year to something big again. I don't think I don't know if you're in the studio anymore.
Woohoo!
About mid-year. How's that one? There's my prediction. I should write these down.
That's right.
Wait. I better write it down because I forget. Because you guys know I do this all the time where I just make predictions.
That's right.
And I have a track record. If you guys don't believe me, please check me. Yes, please check me out on my Atlanta's Enchanted Sky. I only have maybe about half of them there.
Yeah.
It's hard because I just, like I say, I just do this. 21/6. Well,
mid-year, big deal.
Big. June 2023, something big, something.
I love it. I would love to retire.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. You know what? I'm honestly a little bored.
Yeah.
Honestly, you guys know I've retired. And
when I say retired from the bank and just working my business.
Doing this business. Yeah, I'm doing my business, but I'll tell you, you have to remember how much I ran and I was running this business and I was teaching. And so now I'm kind of like so quiet. You know,
The
because I
craziness,
ran
yeah.
and ran and ran and ran.
All
yeah.
that vibration
Okay.
from those kids, yeah.
Is Hillary Clinton going to run for president again? No, she ain't going to get any farther. No.
Thank God.
No.
Yeah.
I still say it's Gavin Newsom, I think. Remember, I kept saying I thought it might be Gavin Newsom because I know he has dark hair.
Yeah.
The guy has dark hair. He's going to run. There's a woman, vice president, white. Biden will not run again. I had said that many times. I didn't think he was going to. And if he tried, it wasn't something's wrong. Like there, it's just not gonna,
we know something's wrong. Just take a look at America.
I know.
Never mind. All right. So Joanne says, what is medically wrong with my brother Peter?
Something about his blood. Now that could be high cholesterol, that could be heart disease, it could be diabetes, it could be insulin resistance, but something to do with his blood. It's not right. There's some type of, he could even be anemic. Do you see what I'm saying? There's something about his blood. I do pick up more of anemia type of thing. Yeah. I want to say his liver isn't right.
Right. Ooh.
Like it isn't filtering right or something.
That's not good.
Okay.
All right. Tina Brown says, I have a question, Lana. Yes. I'm taking the LSATs for the third time in January. What score do you see me getting? Ranges from 120 to 180.
I took an LSAT. I want to say between 140 and 160. I think about 160, Tina. I don't think it's that bad at all. That's actually a pretty good score. I know it is.
All right, well, there you go.
So, okay.
There you go. MJW says, hey, sorry I got in a little late this morning, but Lana, how do I look financially over the next few months?
About the same, MJ. I still say this, and I've been saying this on all of my podcasts. Now, you guys know, way back in July of this, I kept saying something's happening. Mm-hmm. Something's happening financially, and then the student loan thing came out. And so, which was good. I mean, student loan debt forgiveness. And something's up in March. I don't know what it is. I don't understand. It could just be taxes coming back, but I think there might be a tax credit. There's something going on positively from a lot of people
here in America.
Here, I believe it's in America. But you have to remember, I concentrate mostly here. Yep, but like I said, I do try to do worldwide. I've been concentrating more of late doing stuff in Australia and UK. Yep. Some of my predictions. Here's an interesting thing. Like, okay, I'm as a medium. I know this is weird. And I think people think I'm crazy, but I was watching a documentary on Princess Diana. I swear I was talking to Princess Diana. I swear I was. And I'm like, the stuff she told me, now I'm not going to say it because the stuff that, the conspiracy theories are probably true. But anyway, exactly.
Yeah. All right. Tammy Hess, good morning. Will my husband get better on the new medication he's taking for his depression? That's Tammy Hess.
Yes,
Pierce.
But it's not going to be long-lived. Like it'll have to be changed within about 4 to 6 months. I don't understand. I don't know if it's a dosage or it's a different medicine, but very, very slowly.
Cool.
I think everybody's just so depressed. It's just the times we live in.
It is.
And
bad vibrations. Jen Krejci,
exactly.
Good morning, says, hey, I like my new job. Do you see me being there long term?
About 7 years, 5 to 7 years.
Nice.
Yep.
Valerie.
Thank you guys for sending me things on TikTok. Yeah. I appreciate you.
Get those hearts, roses, or whatever they do. Valerie says, will I buy a house soon? Valerie Culver.
More like April.
Okay.
Now, I don't know about you, but man, the housing market is flooded where I live, and the price of the houses are going for like $40,000. I kid you not.
I mean, that's the price of the house?
Yes.
That says price of a car.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding you. And I'm thinking I might go and get involved in real estate. Anyway, so somebody just asked me if they have baby 5 on the way. Are they complete? I feel like there is a baby. Now, I want to ask you something. The person I was just talking to, have you miscarried? I see something on the other side. I see a child. And so, which tells me that the child's coming in or the child's a guide. If you've had a miscarriage, they appear to me like about the age of 6 or 7. And then I know, that's how I know that that's what it is, who it is. Okay. So just to let you guys know. Okay.
Frankie says, will I be in a relationship in 2023? Thank you, Lana.
I don't know. There's one coming up the second half of the year, but it starts really super slow. So do you consider it a relationship? I don't know. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not like you're gonna run off together. It's really slow. And I feel like they aren't really super close to you. I'm not saying like hundreds of miles away, but there's some type of internet interaction. Frankie, okay? So, all right. Go ahead. Thank you so much, you guys, for sending me stuff.
Here is a great one. Donna Drennan. Will my knee get fixed by my employer?
This is a weird one. Because I feel like there are claims that are being made and paid. So I don't know if it's through. Do you see what I'm saying? Is it through like workman's comp? I don't get it. I don't understand that. Must be. You know what I'm saying? But it's something like that. Okay. Now Heidi asked me if what was it? Yeah, I know I forgot. Hold on. I got to come back. Sorry, you guys, because guys quit spamming me.
Yeah. Lisa Butler says, will my brother and family be coming over for Christmas?
I don't think so.
Gotcha.
I don't know if that's Lisa. I don't know why that are they you gonna see them? I think so, but I don't know it's Christmas. Does that make sense? Okay.
All right, we've got time for about two more because we're right on the back of this. Okay. Lisa's Lounge asks, will Kervin and I get married?
It's a possibility. I don't know why. It's still up in the air. If you'll know within the next 4 or 5 months which way that's going to go, for sure.
There you go.
Okay.
And then our good friend Joanne Stoddard. Good morning, Joanne. Is the company that I work for in trouble, or are they going to stay in business? And is my job stable?
They're staying in business. It's stable, but they are in trouble. At least they thought they were. But I think they're going to pull themselves out.
Okay. That's good news.
All right.
All right. Listen, for all of us here at 21.6 The Net, we're right on the back end of this. So we've got to let you go. Enjoy your Saturday. Next week, just as a reminder, we're going to do a best of because it's Christmas Eve here. I guess it's Christmas Eve everywhere. But like us, follow us, share us on Twitter, Lana's Enchanted Sky, Lana's Enchanted Sky, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, you name it. The more that you love on us, the more that you share us out and help. That's a big help for us. And remember, you can tune in and listen live always now at Apple Music. Just put in 216 The Net. And you can listen live anytime. It's great. Good things happening here all the time. For all of us at 21.6 The Net, thanks for getting caught in the net with us here this morning, and enjoy the rest of your day.